It's like, okay.
Did
You
you,
walk down, you ready to cross.
did you see the one where the deer got hit right past the county line toward the Tompkins County line? Oh, it made this gigantic, there was a blood spot on the road as big as that square. It was amazing.
Good, how you doing?
Whatever hit that, cause it was like,
Okey-dokey.
whoa.
What's new?
We got time for
Probably,
rest
yeah.
of the so
It was, there was only this little piece left about this
Good-sized
big.
buck got hit in front of the
we'll have a
SUV.
heat.
Pretty
You
wide.
were away this weekend too, weren't you?
Yeah, it's gonna show.
How was that?
That's what she said. She said,
Another night?
I think it's drivable.
Good.
Well, during the day. Cold at night.
Same here.
Yeah.
Over the weekend. Cold.
No, it wasn't, by the looks of it.
Saturday morning, there was an eight
Yeah,
point down by the
15
county
heat here,
highway
huh?
in Florida,
It was
right there in
warmer.
Canada.
Well, we've been having years going all day.
Tis the season.
Yeah, if you get cold, let us know, or one or the other end.
Bow season
She
is
said it was pretty cold though, like
Yeah.
this one.
Gun season starts not
But
this
then she
Saturday,
was
but
saying
next
that
Saturday.
Couldn't-
It starts when
Maybe
the
was it the
sun's
contractor couldn't
Yeah.
come anytime sooner, or what was the issue?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
took a few
before you know
days.
it, the snow will fly.
Who
Yeah.
do you use?
So, yeah, we might get some.
You're just full of good news back there.
It's funny, I do some
I
work
take
with
one of
them.
those weeks,
They're nice
you know?
people.
First we have a bomb threat.
You deal with the younger guys?
And then today's gunman.
Um,
Yeah.
Ben, what do we deal
Yeah.
with?
Okay.
Yeah,
His son.
Yeah.
He told me there would be an active shooter on
But they're
Cornell,
so
and they'd
backed
be
up,
running
they
through
could get out
in
here.
the heights with guns. I
Well,
thought we were
yeah, it
crazy.
took him a few days.
What to think though, there was apparently, it started out being 3 gunmen and they caught 2. And then they were still looking for the one when I left work.
That was down near the high school, wasn't it, where they kicked him out of the car?
Oh, I don't know where it started, all I know
Yeah, they
is
said, Renfro and somewhere
Had
else.
some
It
technical
sounded like it was,
we had to go into
yeah.
an
Can't get the
office
video.
that was locked.
Okay, I'd like to start with a prayer, if we could, and then we'll do the pledge. Dear God, be with us today as we conduct the town board meeting today. Help us, guide us in our decisions, what we do. And we ask you in this name, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Now I'd like to start with opening of the public hearing for the budget. All our board members have had it. They've looked it over. Anybody have any questions on the budget?
Nothing changed from last month when you
When we went through it?
went through it line by line, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Anybody have any other questions about the budget? Very
Can I-
simple,
Make a motion then?
to close the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I make a motion to close the meeting.
Second. Okay,
And now,
we will,
after the regular meetings
yeah,
starts, then we vote to approve it?
yes.
Gotcha. I always want to approve it and then close it.
So, opening of the regular board meeting, it's called to order. So someone want to make a motion to accept the budget?
I'll make a motion that we accept the 2022 budget for the town of Candor.
That'll be a roll call, Carol.
Riker,
Aye.
Strossel,
Aye.
Rixey.
And by doing all that, I went right ahead and did that, and I forgot to excuse Jim Douglas because he's out of town, and Ed Evans is not feeling well, so he won't be in today. So the three of us will be the ones that are handling this today. At that point, I'd like to move on to privilege of the floor. It's open for any questioning. If not, we'll move on to the minutes.
Ed's here.
I see that. Couldn't stand it, huh?
Yeah,
I just approve you of leaving.
good. And I'm feeling fine. All's good, so
Should I wear my mask?
you'll be fine.
Right at the moment, we're looking at the minutes from the last meeting. We need to approve those.
Did you wanna go over them real quick, Ed, before we make the
Did you get a chance to
motion?
look at them
I
already?
had a chance to look them over. I didn't really see anything, so.
All right, then I will make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm abstaining, I wasn't here
Oh,
for the
that's
last
right, you
meeting.
are.
so.
Okay, financial report. Vouchers have been reviewed by the board members. In the general fund for this last month, $24,317.90. And then the highway, we spent $196,886.56. Somebody wants to,
I'll make a motion to approve the vouchers.
I'll second it.
roll call.
Riker,
Aye.
Strozel,
Aye.
Rixey,
Aye.
Evans,
There were no budget transfers. We received the supervisors, which is my reports. Town clerk's reports are also handed in and signed and turned over. We'll move on to the assessors.
I guess nothing to report. I talked to Denise today, but she didn't say anything new.
All right.
She's just busy working on exemptions because those deadlines are coming up for the seniors.
Okay. Building and grounds.
Building and grounds, I'll report that the light that was the disco light out there in the parking lot was fixed today. And Kevin and Bill did that for us. Thank you.
We'll work on this one. Takes a special screw to get into this one over here.
Is that what I see on channel 7 there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When we were gonna do that, we didn't have the special bit. I'm pretty sure I've got one at home.
What is it, like a torch still?
I believe so, with a hole in the middle of it, so it goes over the.
Tamper-proof one.
I've got a whole set of them.
If I don't have it, I'll give you a buzz.
Okay.
By the way, that bulb for that light out there was $85. I was amazed. Buildings and grounds, I do have something else on that, buildings and grounds. Yeah, I met with some people about the pavilion. And at least two of them I've talked to. Actually, the third one I talked to quite a while ago, but we're gonna try to get together with all three of them. And David Ross came up with this idea that, the materials that we need for that, we'll buy from Home Central for tax exempt. So it's just, we provide all the materials and we pay them labor. So he recommended that we talk to the other two contractors that are interested in doing this and setting an hourly rate for them, and they could bang that out in less than a week, we're hoping. So he wanted me to get a hold of them other contractors and get together and see if we can't agree on a hourly rate that they will all agree to. And the three of them would work together And hopefully we can get them bathrooms done. At least that part, and then we'll work on the plumbing part of it. I think the septic has to be worked on yet, some more of that. But I just wanted to report that I am looking into that, and it sounds like we're moving forward anyway. We got a couple guys that are interested in helping the town out. Okay, code enforcement.
Got Marty's report. He's got 2 permits this month for $75. Pretty slow.
Yeah, it was.
That's it.
Alrighty. Justice Department. I don't think we have anything on that. You haven't been around, Ed, and Jim's been out of town.
Yep.
We do have some changes going on in the Justice Department, which, as you'll see down in new business, some people have resigned and some people are moving on, moving forward. So we'll handle that situation when we get down to new business. Cemetery Committee.
Pretty much done with that this year.
I did talk with Milton a little bit about trying to gather some of the information. He was happy that someone reached out to him.
Good.
So he said we would catch up, as soon as the holidays are kind of over to kind of get an update on where we're at with all of his knowledge.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some of it documented and have some kind of a filing system for that.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks, Ed.
Yeah.
Highway Committee?
I talked to Kevin today, not much going on other than, I guess the pickup truck was sold and then it's not sold. The guy didn't pay for it.
Yeah, the high bidder online actually purchased 3 trucks through Teetsworth, and they cannot track him down.
Huh.
So they're gonna relist it for this month. I think it actually goes on tonight. I think is the start of it.
The grader went?
Yep, grader went, we've been paid for that, so the guy picked that up and went to Buffalo. Oh, he's gonna plow his driveway with it.
Wow, he must have a big driveway.
He ain't gonna plow.
1.75 miles, he said.
Did he take the V-plow with it?
No, he didn't want any of that.
When you get 7 foot of snow out there, you'll need it.
Yeah, that belly blade's not gonna move all that.
No.
So, just to give you an update, I was telling Jimmy, today we were talking just a little bit. I ordered some odds and ends parts for the trucks. So we'll be seeing some bills on that, wheels, some brake parts, just stuff. Yeah, stuff for stock. I had another salesman stop in today. We've dealt with it through Cook Brothers. He lives just outside of the town of Candor, and it's the second time I've heard it. There's a lot of parts and pieces out there, little parts and pieces for trucks that are all but unavailable. So, what else we got? Next week, the guys, you'll be seeing a bill next month for the lift inspections. The truck lift and the overhead lift, they're doing the annual inspection for all that's due, so we'll be seeing that bill. To give you an update on the tank, I called a company called Ultracon out of Montrose, Pennsylvania. I was telling Billy and Jim earlier today. Kid came up, and the systems that they offer are crazy high tech. Wi-Fi and, they're digitally encoded, and they specialize in like high volume truck stop centers. So he gave me the name, and it turns out that his uncle owns the other company. Him and his father used to be partners in Ultracom, and the brother went out on his own and started another company. This other company is I believe it's Jared Smith and Son is the name of the company. They're out of, for the lack of better terms, down near Holmesdale, Pennsylvania. They just did one identical to what we have, a replacement of what we have for the town of Delhi. He figures he wants to come look at it, but his estimate just over the phone was $8,000 to $10,000. So a lot better.
42,000 or 45 or whatever.
$42,000 for this high tech.
Right.
So basically, the Ultracom company, they were over what we needed.
Yeah,
Okay.
they deal in such and such brand, and they don't make anything low tech,
Okay.
so to speak.
So
This
what's
other
the news company name?
What's that?
What was the new company name then?
I think it was Jared Smith and Son, but it's something Smith and Son, Patty.
Okay,
Don't hold me to the first name.
good enough.
Like I said, he knew exactly what I was talking about when I told him what we had. He said, "Yep." He said, "It sounds like what town of Delhi had." He said, "Depending on what you've got, where it is, and all that, $8,000 to $10,000." So, he's actually the new tanks that they're putting in for Scott Smith down on Glenmary Drive. They will be here next week to hook all that up. So he's going to run up then, take a look at it, and he said I should be able to give you some sort of an idea of installation on it. So I guess tonight what I'm asking is, do you want me to proceed forward and cap it at 10,000? Do you cap it at 8,000? What do you want to do? Because I know it'll probably take.
Me personally, I'd rather cap it at whatever we need to do to fix that situation down there. Because it
Okay.
needs to be addressed.
I mean, if it's a couple dollars over 10,000.
And of course, with our procurement policy, at least you've got one other estimate, which is
Yeah.
bigger than what we need. And obviously, there's not 7 people selling the same material that we can afford, or we would work for us.
No.
So at least you got 2 estimates anyway.
I actually called a company out of Syracuse and they weren't even interested,
Yeah,
you know?
it's something that needs to be addressed. To me, it's an emergency situation. So, yeah, just gives me a call and I'll get a hold of the board, let them know at the time. And then we could bang it right out right then, probably.
Okay, because I'm sure that he'll write me out a written estimate,
Yes.
you know, sometime next week, and then I can either give you a holler, get you a copy, or verbally give it to you or whatever, Bill.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say if it's going to be 11,000, then we're good.
Right.
Don't do it because we said 10,
Right.
you know, so just give me a call at the time and we'll address it right quick like.
So we're putting the finishing touches on summer work. I talked to the 2 paver salesmen today, and it's just the 2 roads that we've got that are ready to pave. I don't see it getting done.
It's going to be
Yeah.
too cold next week.
Well, not only that, they're just booked. You know, Suit Coat is in the city of Cortland. They pretty much they're going to run there until it snows so much they can't do it. Broome Bitumus is in the same situation. They're up in the Vestal Binghamton area, and they're still milling. Dave Ferris was telling me today that Vestal is still milling out roads. He said, "I've never seen it this late in the year." He said, "It's just crazy."
So the 2 roads that are ready to be paved, I mean, are they in the materials that's going to be like mud or dirt?
No.
So they're going to be all right for the winter.
They'll be all right. We may end up, there's one spot on Eckler Road, and I'm actually kind of glad in a way. There's one spot on Eckler Road right by Kevin Eckler's house itself. And we put in a small little weed and patched it. This will be a good test. If the water comes back, and, you know, we'll have the opportunity to fix it before we pave it.
So what's the other road?
Dry Brook Road.
And you'll just move them to top of the list for next spring?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's about all I have for tonight.
Okay. Anything more on a lowboy trailer?
No, I met with the salesman. He was gonna do some checking. What we're looking for, like a 40-ton lowboy, they're hard to find. It's supply and demand. I did talk with the county a little bit about it, And, he said, let me know if you need anything moved and, so,
You're still working on it though.
yeah, I'm still working on it. I called a couple of them magazine type articles, Jimmy, and I just didn't get any response. I don't know what the deal is. Called and left them a message and, with the sales department, so I don't know.
Where'd the county get theirs from, do you know?
Um,
It's only a couple
Yeah.
years old.
Trailer sales of TSS, Trailer Sales of Syracuse. And that's who the guy actually came down and talked with me a little bit. I actually need to jiggle his cage a little bit and see what he's
You need to get that rolling.
Yep, so.
See if he wants a good trade in.
Yeah, trailer, maybe Southern Tier Trailer Sales or Trailer Sales of Syracuse, something like that, I mean, SDS.
Okay. Yeah, keep on it.
Okay, nothing else? We'll move on to the dog kennel.
We got our annual inspection of the dog kennels. And we had three, wrote up for 3 different things, which not much. 2 dogs missing seizure and deposition records. 2 dogs transferred before 5 days was completed. Twice that happened. So really not much.
Just a slap on the hand,
Just a
probably.
slap on the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a good job down there.
Yeah. We got her reports for August, September, and October. And we had August 5 dog complaints, September was 5, and October was 4. So, not too bad.
Good.
All we got on that.
Well, if nothing else, we'll bypass EMS. We're not into that yet until next year. Planning board, Mr. Evans.
Planning board did not meet. Robin Beebe was out of town and they had canceled their November meeting due to the fact that she was out of town and it was election day.
Okay,
So quick and easy on that one.
all right. Board of Appeals. Do you want to give us a little report or you got anything?
We did have a meeting in October. We had a variance, a public hearing. We did approve it with modifications to it and handed it into the code enforcement office and the town clerk. We actually have a new variance application that we're in the process of reviewing and more information to follow on that. And we're still in the process of setting up the training for the boards for sexual harassment and violence in the workplace.
Okay. Excellent. I don't know, is there people that need it? Did we miss anybody? I don't recall.
I know on our board, there's a couple of people.
There is. Boy, I thought I just saw an email through NYMER where they have a training class on that. Probably I should have mentioned that and then they could have just looked at it and went through it that way.
Well, we still
If-
can, I mean,
If Ed, or if
Steve,
Steve doesn't get that done, we'll work on that again. All right.
He's back in town.
yeah, he was at our meeting.
Old business. We don't have too much to talk about on old business, but we do want to mention, we signed a contract with Greg Evans from Syracuse on the ARPA money that we have sitting in our account that we can't use. So Patty's kind of pushed me to get that through today. I've been kind of procrastinating a little bit. I was hoping maybe something else would pop up. I mean, this gentleman was the first one to step on this and offer to help people. I was hoping there'd be others, but we didn't see anything. And I got to agree with Patty. I think it's time to move forward on that. So we did that today. And hopefully we'll hear from him pretty soon and see if we can't spend some of that money that we got from
Yeah, we
federal government.
want to run some expenses past him to see if they'll be eligible.
Is it a percentage of the grant or how?
He's by the hour.
He's by the hour, okay.
Yes, a lovely 340. But according to him and the webinar that we listened to,
It's-
that can come out of that
Yeah.
federal money.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
So I guess it's time to move on with that and get some of our questions answered. Okay, nothing else. We'll move on to new business. We have a resignation from the court clerk. She apparently had a conversation with the judge in, geez, it was this month earlier. She's decided to give her resignation to the town of Candor Court. And she also mentioned that she would also help us if we needed any help with training a new person, or she would help to stay there till we got one. So Judge Townsend and I talked, and she said, well, we'll just let her go by her resignation as of the date she put on her resignation.
Which was the date?
October 22nd. I want to accept that resignation.
I'll accept the resignation of the court clerk.
Seconded by,
Seconded by Patty. Sorry.
all in favor?
Aye.
So by doing that, our deputy court clerk has to resign her position so we can move her into that position. So Lynn has resigned effective immediately, which was October 8th.
I make a motion that we accept Lynn Shea's resignation as deputy court clerk.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, by doing that, we need a new town clerk, or court clerk. And that would be Lynn Shea. She's been trained a little bit by Karen, because they've worked together for a while, and she still needs more training, which we'll get that provided for her. I know she's been going down to Owego, court clerks down there, and getting some training from them.
Is she starting out at the same rate of pay?
She is
or where we
actually
at with
starting,
that?
she's staying where she is. We're going to continue to pay her the hourly rate to the end of this year, and then she'll move into the court clerk's pay. Salaries around $12,000.
And that'll be effective November 1 for Lynn,
As far as being
as far as being the court clerk.
correct.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, because we were talking pay.
Oh, no,
Yeah, the
sorry.
Pay won't start until January 1st. Yes.
Okay. New pay
Benefits
Jan
or
1.
anything as part of that?
Excuse me?
Any benefits or anything as part of that?
No,
It's
no.
just a
No,
pay.
it's a part-time job, and
part-time position, yep.
So I make a motion that we appoint Lynn Shea as our new court clerk.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved then. I have no other new business. Anybody have anything else? Nancy, I see you're in their crowd today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward to working with you.
Okay, we'll see how things turn out in the end.
Yeah,
I haven't counted the absentee ballots.
I see there's some absentees.
Yes.
I think, weren't you up by 12 or something like that?
And if it's under 20, they do a recount, so
Oh,
it may be a
okay.
while. before-
So it may not be official yet.
It's not official yet.
Oh, well, I'm glad you stopped in though.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
I'd try to
Okay.
See how things are going here.
Privilege of the floor. It's open to anybody with any questions. What we discussed? Yes, Ann.
What was the name of the court clerk that resigned?
Lynch, that resigned, Karen Wells. Oh, I didn't say that? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't actually.
I should have known it, but I couldn't remember.
Well, that's how we do that. Just ask. If nothing else,
I got one quick thing. The new parking lot. Did you ever talk to her about getting that online, Patty?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
no, what new parking lot?
Not parking lot, parking law.
Oh, parking lot. Oh, no, that's up, I think. I'll check.
Yeah, I sent that to you a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up, but I'll
Yeah,
check.
what did we determine?
I'm sorry.
November of last year?
Actually, I don't need to write down checking. What am I talking about? Good Lord. Don't mind me. It's been a rough couple weeks. I'm trying to get all my winter stuff for,
Was that November of last year, Patty? Remember?
Yes.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a long time ago. But I'm
But
pretty sure it's up. And I could even put a news item that says, by the way, don't forget, don't leave your car parked on your road.
Is the code enforcement form on the website yet?
No, nobody gave it to me.
So are we waiting for Jim on that or something?
Yeah,
I guess we don't really have to wait, and we can actually put it on there.
parking prohibition.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
one from
that's the old
1990
one.
still.
I see, I thought so.
Yeah, we can change, that'll,
Yeah, we had a little scuttlebutt the other day. and
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
no, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
So
if you
it's
would.
through the cracks, some
And if-
cracks.
Yeah, if you
Good
put something
Lord.
on the website, that'd be great too.
Yeah,
Just
no,
reminding people.
and like I said, I'll put up a news item on the front that says, by the way, don't forget, there's a new parking lot here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you can't
because
find it, and you
Yeah.
just send me a message, I'll send it to
I'm
you.
pretty sure I still have an email, 'cause, now we got the guy who parks a pickup truck instead of the boat on my road. So,
Well, at least pickup truck's
push it over the
smaller.
bank, let it go.
What was the other thing I just mentioned? The parking law update and the
Building permit.
building
Building-
permit.
building-
Okay, so
building-
we'll get that to you too, Ange.
Thanks. Yeah, I checked my mail today, so I know I didn't get any new. mail from
Perfect.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some things on the building permit that some people felt that there's more information than they need, but you know what? You don't have to put that in. Just leave it blank. Yeah. And then they can figure it out from there. Yeah, okay. Anything else? All set now, Patty?
Yep.
The note taker, I like it. What was said again, Patty? Thank you.
I can read my own writing.
Well, if there's nothing else.
Go for it,
Move
Ed.
that we adjourn.
I'll-
Second.
Jim seconded it. Do-do-do-do. Oh, what about executive session?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think, I'd rather do it with, wow, geez, that did show up. No, we've already adjourned. We'll do work on that later.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody.
That's a record.
That's a new record, 32 minutes.
No, I think
There was one that was shorter than that, wasn't it? It was really